Here's why Aemond's jealousy will lead to the ultimate betrayal. Good day, Westeros watchers. Grab your dragon eggs and sharpen those Valyrian blades, because today we are diving straight into the mind of the most dangerously insecure Targaryen since, well, every other Targaryen. I'm talking about Aemond One-Eye Targaryen, the silver-haired time bomb with a grudge so deep it could rival the abyss beneath the wall. But here's the twist. That jealousy burning behind his sapphire eye is not just personal. It is a ticking fuse that might ignite the biggest betrayal in House of the Dragon history. Before we unleash this dragon-sized breakdown, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon like it is the warning gong of King's Landing. Because trust me, you do not want to miss any of the fire, blood, and betrayal that we dissect here on Westeros' throne, where we turn theories into chaos and chaos into entertainment. Now, let us talk about Aemond's jealousy. It is not the casual "my brother gets more praise" kind of envy. This is deep-rooted, decades-old, therapy-needed jealousy, the kind that twists ambition into madness. And the dangerous part? It is not just about wanting power. It is about wanting recognition. Aemond was born second to Aegon, constantly overshadowed by his older brother's drunken antics and reckless behavior. Yet, despite Aemond's superior skill, intelligence, and ruthless drive, the Iron Throne keeps staring back at him like a cruel reminder. Sorry, kid. Wrong order of birth. And you know what that does to a man like Aemond? It eats him alive. Aemond's jealousy is not loud. It is the quiet, coiled kind. The kind that watches from the shadows and waits for the perfect moment to strike. Remember when he lost his eye as a child? That moment defined him. Every sneer, every slight, every time Aegon was called Your Grace while Aemond stood beside him. Fuel. Pure dragon-grade fuel. That sapphire he wears in place of an eye is not just decoration. It is a warning sign. He turned his trauma into armor, and that makes him lethal. And here's the kicker. Aemond might just outgrow his brother's throne-shaped shadow by stepping right over him. Not with loyalty, not with brotherly love, but with betrayal so cold it will make the Red Wedding look like a family picnic. Let us be honest. Aegon and Aemond's relationship is already a powder keg. Aegon drinks, parties, and occasionally acts like the king by accident. Aemond, on the other hand, trains, plans, and broods like it is an Olympic sport. These two brothers represent two sides of the Targaryen coin. One reckless, one calculating. And the coin is about to land on chaos. Transition incoming. If Aegon is the wildfire, Aemond is the slow-burning dragon flame. And when that flame finally erupts, Westeros will feel it. Now, let's talk about what really drives Aemond's jealousy, Rhaenyra. Because if there is one thing Aemond hates more than being underestimated, it is seeing her treated like the true heir. Aemond's entire life has been shaped by resentment toward the Blacks, and especially Rhaenyra. She embodies everything he believes he deserves: respect, legitimacy, and the right to rule. His jealousy of Aegon is personal. His hatred of Rhaenyra? That is religious. It is destiny-level spite. Here's a thought that will make your brain spin faster than a dragon midair. What if Aemond's eventual betrayal is not just against Aegon, but against the entire Green cause? Think about it. Aemond's pride might drive him to make a move so bold, so self-serving, that it ends up destroying his own side. Because in Aemond's mind, loyalty is secondary to legacy. He does not want to serve the realm. He wants to define it. Let us picture this. Aegon, the unsteady king, starts making poor decisions. Shocking, I know. The realm begins to crumble under his rule. Aemond, tired of cleaning up his brother's messes, decides it is time to stop being the other prince and start being the only one. He sees himself as the better dragon rider, the better warrior, the better Targaryen. The only problem? He is missing the one thing every ruler needs: control over his own emotions. That jealousy, that hunger to prove himself, might push him into a move he can never take back. Imagine Aemond staging a betrayal so monumental that it shatters the fragile Green Alliance, either by usurping Aegon outright or by sabotaging their campaign against Rhaenyra in a fit of pride. It would not just be a power grab. It would be self-destruction disguised as destiny. Transition time, because we need to talk about the other spark that keeps fanning Aemond's rage, Daemon Targaryen. Daemon is everything Aemond wants to be. He is fierce, fearless, unpredictable, and most importantly, respected. When Aemond looks at Daemon, he sees a reflection of his own ambition, but aged like fine Dornish wine. Their inevitable clash is more than just a battle between two dragon riders. It is a psychological war between student and shadow. Aemond is desperate to prove he can outdo Daemon, to carve his name into history as the ultimate dragon knight. But that obsession is exactly what will blind him. If Daemon is chaos personified, Aemond is discipline corrupted by envy. And when those two energies collide, you can bet your last drop of wildfire that neither will walk away unscathed. The tragedy is that Aemond's jealousy could make him repeat the very mistakes he swore to rise above. Now, let us spice things up with a little theory talk. Recent House of the Dragon leaks and set reports have hinted at darker twists in Aemond's arc. Whispers of reckless decisions, secret meetings, and even moments of defiance against his brother's command. Some fans believe Aemond might even align with forces outside the Greens for his own gain. Imagine that, Aemond Targaryen turning on his own blood to forge a new destiny, is the kind of poetic madness only a Targaryen could pull off. Here is where it gets interesting. Every betrayal in Westeros has roots in pride. Think back, Littlefinger's betrayal of Ned Stark? Pride. Jaime Lannister killing Aerys? Pride. Even Daenerys burning King's Landing. It was her pride, twisted by loss. Aemond fits right into that lineage. His jealousy is not just emotional, it is ideological. He truly believes he deserves more. And that belief is what makes him dangerous. Picture this. Aemond riding Vhagar into battle, eyes blazing, convinced he is fulfilling destiny. But every action he takes is driven not by strategy, but by ego. That is not leadership. That is madness dressed in armor. And when that madness turns inward, betrayal becomes inevitable. Let's be honest here. Westeros is built on betrayal. It is practically the national sport. But Aemond's betrayal, if it happens, will be different. It will not just shift alliances, it will shatter bloodlines. Because his jealousy is not just against individuals, it is against fate itself. He is fighting a losing war with destiny, and that never ends well for a Targaryen. Transition time. So, how bad could this get? Picture Aegon finding out that his trusted brother. And that is why Aemond's jealousy will lead to the ultimate betrayal. Not because he is evil, but because he is human. And in Westeros, humanity is the deadliest trait of all. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you stay tuned right here on Westeros Throne for more fiery theories, royal rivalries, and dangerous ambitions straight from the Seven Kingdoms. See you next time. And remember, in the Game of Thrones, envy is just another way to say extinction.